In today's video, we are going to be sharing 3 lessons that we learned from our mentor, Brandon Carter. If you want to live a life that you dream of, then watch this video till the end because the information we're going to share could definitely change your life. Let's get straight into the video. So for those of you that don't know who Brandon Carter is, he started off doing YouTube videos. He's also a CEO of a company called Bro Laboratories, which is like a fitness company. He's an entrepreneur. He does fitness modeling. Yeah,
best-selling author. He does a whole bunch of different things, but he is a successful person.
Yeah, he's successful in all areas, right? And he is basically he's the reason how we turned our life around, from watching and finding his videos on YouTube and the lessons over time. You know, we met him once in London as well. We spoke to him a few times on Skype, and this guy changed our life. So we're going to just share with you 3 things that we learned from him which had the biggest impact on our life to transform it from having no idea what we're doing, being broke, lost, stuck in life, to going on to achieve our dreams and so much more we want to achieve in the future.
The first thing that Brandon taught us was the power...
One sec, hold on, let me just focus out. Okay, we're good, carry on.
The power of exercise. So bearing in mind, when me and John first started watching Brandon was a couple years back. It wasn't recent times. This was before we done exercise, before we started our YouTube channel.
This was when we were doing nothing with our life.
Nothing. So I used to watch him because he used to post a video every day at 6 a.m. of a different workout routine, and every day I used to do it.
Yeah, every day on Facebook, innit? He would post like a 15-20 minute workout video,
and that's how I slowly got into my fitness, because I was seeing how easy it was. He was achieving the results I wanted to get.
Yeah, exactly.
He made it look effortless, just a little bit of hard work.
And
so
you
why
literally
would I
just
not
watched his video and got on with it. But that was the first thing he taught us, like getting into health and fitness,
the importance
exercising,
of it.
the importance of exercise and things like that. And this is where it all kind of began for us, because you know, you look at fitness, it's like, oh, get healthy and things like that, but people don't realize what comes with exercise. When you start to lose weight, when you start to feel better within yourself, you have more energy, other things happen to you, like your confidence will grow in ways you can't imagine, right? Your life is going to change. So that brings us on to the point number 2. When we started getting into exercise, we thought, you know, if we can do this in one area with our health and fitness, what else can we do? What other things do we need to know that's going to help us, right? So then we used to watch Brandon. You can go and check out his old videos as well. We'll link some below, some of the really powerful ones. But he started to talk a lot about reading books and the power of learning. And if you see his old videos, behind him is a bookshelf of about 200, 300 books, and he reads like a book a week, always learning, right? So we were watching his videos, and bearing in mind, we had watched his videos previous to these, right? And we had seen the videos about books, but we just didn't really take action on that. We just watched the videos and then continued watching other videos. But then we said one day, actually Mia called me up and said we should get some books, right? So we ended up going back to Brandon's videos and watching videos on books he recommended. So we both bought books. I bought one called Goals by Brian Tracy. Which one did you get?
I got Awaken the Giant Within by Tony Robbins. So that's when our learning started. But it's funny because although years ago we ordered the books, we had not been reading consistently up until 2018.
Oh man!
So the one thing that I want to emphasize, especially on this video, it looks easy us saying all these tips for you. I understand that it's not going to be easy because we went there. We know how you feel.
Yeah, so imagine when we started reading that book. We started reading when we first learned about learning and reading books a couple years ago now. It must have been in 2016, I believe, right?
2015 is when we ordered them.
And from 2018 in itself, I've already read 5 books. Whereas before that, I would read maybe a book every 6 months. I didn't take it serious. I read one book, I thought I knew it all.
Yes.
But the point we're trying to make, the second thing he taught us was the power of learning. If you want to get a result in your life, whatever it might be, pay to learn. And you know, you can pay people even more than just reading their books. You can pay for their mentorship, right? There's so many ways you can pay to learn, but we would say to start off reading books of areas of your life you want to improve in. The camera SD cards on run that as well. You need to fix up. But just basically learn as much as you can in a chosen field you want to improve in. If it's working out and becoming stronger and healthier, read books. If you want to become more more smart, read books on how to become smarter. If you want to
anything,
if you want to set up a business, read books on business. It's like, if you wanted to drive a car, how would you do it? You get a driving instructor, you read books. Same principle.
On to point number 3, And that is, he taught us business. You know, you can have the mindset, but if you don't have the skill set to obtain those dreams and visions and ideas in your mind, then you're not going to make it a reality.
Yeah, that's actually
and
very
that's
true.
where we went for so wrong.
Yeah. We went for so wrong. We went wrong for so long.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a very true point, right? We knew we had the mindset, think positive, you know, all these basic things we talk about.
Doing right.
But yeah, it's very true. If you don't have the skill set to actually make money or set up a business or these other things, or even in the gym, like the how to lift the weights, you know, you can know how to think positive and always think in a positive way, but it's about the skill set, man,
and implementing
and
that.
That's when we actually invested in a course with Brandon, right? And he taught us about marketing via email and so many other things, right? But you know, if you want something, again, we can just emphasize this again, you have to pay to get rich. I really believe that. If you heard that before, pay to get rich, learn from other people, like we were saying before, the learning. This is going off topic from this one. Let's talk more about what he taught us about business. But yeah, you know, he taught us about business, and that if you want to make money, right, you're never going to get rich if you are always working for money. If you're always doing an hourly wage thing, you're never going to be able to get rich because you only have so many hours in a day. The example he used was, he used to be a personal trainer, right, in New York City. So he would have loads of personal trainers. This guy's been training people for over like 15 years now, right? So he would have loads of people coming to him and he'd be able to do it. But the only thing is, he was capped by the hours. So then he decided, you know, how can I make more money? He bought his business online. Now he makes multi-million dollars every single year. And that's because he scaled it, learned about business and how to actually make money via a proper business, right? And that's what we're working towards, setting up a business or multiple businesses come in the future, which is going to allow us to live a life we want, right? Make money work for us than you work for money. That's another thing. There's a great book by Robert Kiyosaki. He talks about this, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. If you're always working for money, you are going to be working for the rest of your life. But if you can make money work for you, then you can live a life of your dreams and a life you desire, right? And that's what everyone, I believe, should at least aim for, to live a life that they desire. And that's the 3 things he taught us, man.
Yeah, I want to touch up on something else though, because sometimes, you know, when people like us, we post all these videos and all these tips, and we make it sound so easy, right? It's easy for us to sit here and say, you need to exercise, you need to read books, you need to invest in a mentor. Okay, but that's not really realistic sometimes. One thing that Brandon taught me from the beginning, which brought me to this point, was my mindset. And I believe the reason as to why we've been able to execute on these things is because we changed our mindset. You know, we used to be a very negative state, and we had a lot of negative habits. And as a result, you know, it affected us more than we believe so. But when you change your mindset,
the way you
start
think about
thinking
things.
positive, you start believing in yourself, that's when all of these things will just follow like that.
I think it's like, there's a quote, there's a quote, right? It says, as within, so without. So if you're thinking negative about certain things, if you're thinking, I can't do this, I can't do that, it's going to be very hard. So like Mia just said, focus on your mindset, grow that, read books, learn,
and the rest will follow.
And the rest will follow.
Absolutely.
And things will become easy, right? Like the amount of ideas we've had and we've executed on them and they haven't worked out, and trying these different things, as you might have seen on this channel, you know, that is all down to having a mindset of persistence and working through these times where it hasn't worked out the way we want it to, right? But if you just stay persistent by developing your mindset, then the results you desire will eventually come. You learn things, you know, you figure out ways that it's not going to work. And we say this information all the time. We might repeat ourselves in some videos, but repetition is key when we want to remind you guys. But also, whatever you're doing, just be persistent with it, and you will get there. You will get the results you want, 100%.
You will. You really will. And that's
the end of the video. So to summarize, the 3 things he taught us were: exercise, you know, make sure you look after your body and your health. Second thing, the power of learning. Always be learning more. Know that you know nothing, right? If you think you know something, remember, you know, you probably don't know as much as you think you know, so continue to learn in that area. Always work on your mindset and skill set. And the last one, 3, he taught us about business, right? If you do want money, you need to set up a business, because you can get a job, right? Here's another thing: you can get a job that can pay you loads of money, right? But if you're capped and you don't have a life of freedom, what's the point? So that's it. That's the end of this video.
3 points. Comment below someone who's inspired you to take massive action in your life and just ultimately change the way you thought about something for the rest of your life. Comment below. Ours was Brandon.
Also, if you are interested about taking your life to the next level, we wrote a free guide. It's 5 simple steps that can transform your life. And if you just read through it, take action on one of them, your life will change. We can promise you that. That's all for today's video. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in our next video. Goodbye.